Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's episode of What's for Dinner. Today, I'm going to be making some chicken Parmesan sliders. Let's get cooking. Alright, so I know I've made sliders on this channel before a couple of years ago, but I don't think I've made these kinds. So again, these are chicken Parmesan sliders, so we're going to be using some rotisserie chicken, mozzarella, tomato sauce, basil, and then some garlic butter. So the first thing you're going to want is, it said that the recipe calls for a baking sheet. I like to put them in a pan like this because it catches anything that might fall out when it's baking in the oven. So this is just your regular 13 by 9 glass cooking pan, cooking dish, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take a dozen Hawaiian sweet rolls, and I've already cut them in half. Put the bottom half in, take the top half out. I set these over here. And then I have roughly, there's probably a lot more here, 3 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken. You just go to Costco, get a rotisserie chicken, and we're gonna just layer this chicken on top of the bottom half of our sweet rolls. Make sure you get all the crevices, all the little sides. What's nice about making sliders like this is all the ingredients are already cooked. What you're really doing, you're just heating them up and making them warm. So there's no real concern about consuming anything undercooked. Good. Okay, now you want a half cup of marinara sauce. This is fire roasted tomato and garlic. So we're gonna pour into our cup right here. Half a cup. And then pour it on top of the chicken. Just gonna get a knife here and spread out a little bit. Cover all the bits of chicken here. Okay. Now I have 8 ounces of fresh sliced mozzarella that's going to go on next. Move this around a bit to get this last slice on the edge. There we go. Very nicely. Good. Now we're going to take about a 1/4 cup of chopped basil. I'm just going to sprinkle this from this container on. I'm not really going to be too stingy with measuring it. Not too much. I've had things where the basil flavor is just extremely overpowering. Then you take your top set of rolls, just put it right back on top. I'm going to press it down a little bit just to seal everything inside. Okay, now I have some garlic butter here. This is a half cup of melted butter with some parsley, garlic, and Parmesan cheese. Just going to generously apply this to the top of the buns here. Make sure you fill in the nooks and crannies at the tops of these buns. Alright, didn't use quite all of it, but now we put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes or until the buns have become golden brown. Okay, our oven is ready. Here we go. Alright, and we'll be back when it's time to take them out and try them. Alright, it's been 20 minutes. Let's go take them out and see what they look like. Very nice. Nice and crispy. Look at these right here. Nice and crispy. Oh, it smells good. Alright, we're going to cut into this side over here. Alright. Let me get a spatula. Tiny little spatula here. I don't want to burn myself again, so let's see, let's do this. Ooh, that's nice. So I took some of the cheese out of that other one. Not the prettiest presentation, but they smell good. All right, let's give them a try. I might need to cut this a little bit here. I think they might need to be in there a bit longer. because the chicken is not very warm. But otherwise, it's pretty good. And some of this cheese is not melted that well. Otherwise, not bad. I would say, if I were to do it again, keep them in a little bit longer so the cheese melts a bit more. So, thank you all for watching this episode of What's for Dinner. If you have any recipes you'd like me to make on camera, leave them below in the comments and I'll check them out. Until next time, take care, God bless, and I'll see y'all later. Some of this chicken's not even hot.